What's howling the Mad Squad? It's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. As I'm recording this, I've just finished The Defenders, and oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So much freaking happened. 8 episodes is not enough. I need more. I need more. I need more Defenders. Okay? I need a season 2. I need a season 2. So much happened, so much to talk about. So freaking much to talk about. So, I already know I'm not going to get to everything because this is a review on episodes 5 through 8. Like, I just finished watching episodes 5 through 8. That's 4 close to 1 hour episodes. About 4 50-minute episodes. So, a lot happened. I'm still trying to process everything. So, I'm not going to get to everything. I know I'm not. But I'm going to at least talk about all the main points that I can think of. So first, I want to talk about the Iron Fist and Daredevil fight that we got a little tease of in I think it was the second or third trailer. But it was shown that they were going to fight. Absolutely loved that fight, especially the end when Danny summoned his chi and he punched Luke. I can't be the only one who was thinking this in that moment. When he did that and when Luke went flying, I immediately thought of the part from the first Avengers movie when Captain America jumped down while Iron Man and Thor were fighting. And Thor was like, "You want me to put the hammer down?" And when he hit Cap's shield, he went flying back. Cap went, that's what I thought of. That's what I thought of. I can't be the only one who thought that. I don't know. I just thought that. So, it's real. See, the thing about all of them coming together, and especially fighting, is that in their individual shows, we see Daredevil, kicking everybody's butt. We see Iron Fist, doing his thing. Nobody could really stop his fist. We see Luke Cage. Nobody could stop Luke Cage. So when you pit them against each other, it's so cool to see that they're all equally matched. Like, for example, how Iron Fist, when he punched Luke Cage, he went flying back. But then Luke didn't get extremely hurt or anything, how anybody else would by his chi punch. And then Daredevil's like a match for Iron Fist because his dad was a boxer, so he was trained in that area. I also know that Danny was trained in Kung Lun, so it was just cool to see them pitted against each other and see that they're all pretty much equal in their own different ways, versus seeing them in their solo series and they're dominant. So that was really, really cool to see. And I know this is near the end, but it just came to me. I was hoping they would give Jessica a moment. And what I mean by a moment is they would show us that Jessica isn't just this person. She has a super ability. And so when she knows the elevator was going to fall, and when she was holding it by the string, like she was holding on to the pole thing, and then holding on to the only string that was attached to the entire elevator, I liked that. I liked that we got to see her strength. And also I noticed at one point she kicked the dude and like he just went flying, like as if it was a kick by someone with a super ability rather than just a regular person. So I really like that because I know in the first season of Jessica Jones we saw a little bit of stuff with her abilities, but I don't think we've seen exactly all that. I don't think she's used her abilities to her potential because she's also in this state of mind like, I don't really want to be the superhero type, But when the time is really, really called for, I will help people when they need help, like saving New York City. So, I just don't think we've seen it yet. Her power to her max. I enjoyed certain scenes in Jessica Jones when she would if she needed to get to a high spot on a building, you would see her hop like really high. It's stuff like that I want to see more in Jessica Jones season 2. It's stuff like that I want to see more. I want to see her abilities really shown to the max, because she hasn't really brought all out in her what she can do yet. Let's see. Daredevil's suit. I know some people were saying there are some differences between his season 2 suit and Netflix. I didn't really notice any differences really, but maybe his helmet looked cleaner, I guess I would say. It looked a little more smooth and cleaner. I don't know. I didn't really notice any differences, but I still enjoyed it just as much as the season 2. This is one thing though. Okay, I'm perfectly happy with Daredevil's suit. Okay? But what would make it complete to me is if he had the classic double D on his chest. Okay? That would make me completely happy. Like 100% happy with this suit. I'm 99% happy. And that's just a nitpick thing. He looks fine without the double D, you know? But if he had it, it'd be cool. The reason he might not have it is because it would just seem a little corny, maybe, in the real world. I don't know. But the suit still looks fine to me. It still looks fine to me. Stick. So, and before I say this, I should have said this at the beginning. I'll have it pinned in the comment and in the description box. This is not going to be a non-spoiler review or anything. It's just me spewing, because the first video is my review for episodes 1 through 4. This video is my review for episodes 5 through 8. There's 4 episodes, a lot for me to process, and there's no way I could say, I don't think there's any way I could say anything without spoiling something. So this is just a review for those who have either watched all 8 episodes or you just don't care about spoilers. So you have been warned now. Stick died. I was not first, before I talk about that, let me talk about who Stick killed. So Stick killed one of the fingers of the hand. I was not expecting him to kill him, first of all. And when he slit his neck, I thought that's what he did. I thought he just slit his neck. But when he fell and I saw his head roll off, I was like, oh my god, he took a whole entire head off. That was some crazy-ish. I was not expecting that to happen. And I was not expecting Stick to... I don't think he was bad. I don't think he turned. But I think he was gonna do what was necessary to prevent New York from falling. Like, I think he was gonna kill Danny Rand so that the Hand couldn't use him to open the wall that they opened, you know? That's what I think he was gonna do, because he was about to kill Danny, I think. But then Elektra came in and stopped him. So I think he was going to do something bad for all in all good reason. That's what he was going to do. And so Elektra came in and she killed him. And I know they've had a lot of a bad past. I just didn't think Stick was going to die. So when he died, I was like, yo, I did not expect this. And also, when Stick and Luke were talking, and Stick like waved the scent in Luke's nose, you know, when he started to fall and cough, I was like, Because first is Luke Cage, so whenever you see something bad happening to Luke Cage, you're just like this. You're like, oh my God. This is bad. This is bad. This is Luke Cage who's in trouble. This is bad. Because, he's bulletproof. So the outside of him is completely protected. But the inside, he's vulnerable. So I just didn't expect that to happen. So when that happened, and then when he even started coughing up blood, I believe, I was like, yo. So that was crazy. And then Elektra just knocked them all out. Okay? And also in the final fight scene, she also had kind of an advantage over all of them. Is it just me who thinks Elektra was... Is it just me who... I don't want to say this. I don't want to say it, but... Did she seem a little OP? Did she seem a little overpowered? Because she took out all of the defenders. Okay? When she killed Stick, she knocked out Daredevil. She knocked out Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones, okay? She has enhanced strength. We just don't know what the max is yet. She knocked out Jessica Jones. Danny was already knocked out by the essence. And she knocked out... What really got me is that she knocked out Luke Cage. That's what really got me. She knocked out Luke Cage. Okay? That's what really got... That's when I was like... Is she maybe a little OP? That's what really got me. I wasn't expecting her to knock out Luke Cage. Okay? I just wasn't. I don't know. Was it the... and I forgot what it was called. The thing that brought her back to life, that liquid stuff. Was it that? Did it make her that strong? Because Luke Cage didn't even get knocked out by Iron Fist. When he punched him 2 times in the face. And Luke Cage didn't get knocked out. But then Elektra just gives him a side knuckle. And he's out on the floor. So, I don't know. I don't know. So, at the end, I believe Elektra was back. Maybe. Because she kissed Matt. And the way she was talking, it seemed like she was finally back. I'm just not sure. Speaking of Matt, I'm going to save that for the very end. That's going to be saved for the very end. What next? Misty. Uh-huh. She got her arm sliced off. I had not been spoiled about that whatsoever. I had no clue whatsoever that was going to happen. So, when that happened, I was like, okay then. Netflix, you got the balls to do that. So what? You also got the balls to give her a bionicle arm that she has in the comics? Or her metal arm? Okay. Bucky has a metal arm. I know the Netflix is on the smaller budget, but come on, okay? You're doing some cool stuff, Netflix. You're doing some cool stuff. You got the effects for Danny's Iron Fist. Okay? I think that's pretty good. You got that. Okay? You made Daredevil's costume and adapted it into the real world. Okay? Okay? So, come on, Netflix. You already did it. You already severed her arm. Okay? You made that play. So now you have to make the play to give her her metal arm, okay? Because I don't think she's just going to be walking around with one arm gone when we know in the comics what happens. Okay? And you also had Colleen Wing in her room. as well. Because Danny owned the hospital that she was in. So you made it work because Danny owned the hospital she was in to have Colleen Wing in the same room as Misty Knight when we know in the comics they have a team formed, you know. I think it's called Daughter of the Dragons. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. I think that's what it's called. But, okay, you severed her arm, you made that play. Now you have to run with it. Okay? Alright? If you're going to be ballsy and do that, get some more balls and give her her arm. Give her her arm. Okay? Look at Bucky's arm from the movies and take notes and do what you got to do to adapt it. Okay? Adapt it to, and you have to use CGI anyway to, this sounds like I'm talking to Netflix as if they're watching this, but okay, so guys, Netflix, they used CGI anyway to make it look like her arm wasn't there, you know, when she was laying in the bed. So if you could do that, you can make the CGI to have her arm, right? Right, you can. Okay, so do it. For me, and fan service. So that happened. That was, speaking of Misty, am I the only one who thought at times she was being a little, okay, because she had Jessica in cuffs twice at the police station, and she was like, look, I'm a police officer, I'm NYPD, you need to tell me what I need to know now. I'm Misty Knight. You need to tell me what I need to know, Jessica. I was like, when she was doing that, when it happened the second time, I was like, really, Misty? Really? You're being kind of the word I absolutely always will refrain myself from calling a woman. Okay? You're acting like you're being that word right now, okay? And I just really felt that it's like she was kind of getting in the way of the Defenders saving New York, okay? Even when, especially her boss, you know, he wouldn't even let them leave. He was like, "Oh well, I'll start opening up cells for you if you don't talk and tell me what I need to know. So you need to tell me what I need to know now, okay?" That stuff, I was like, really, really. I know they're police and that's how they're gonna be, but I was just like, really, why? Why? You gotta do this? So, I thought that was, you know, a little bit annoying at times, you know. I was just like, why? Can you let the Defenders defend New York City? You know, they're trying. They didn't even understand how big that was, how big the hand is and everything, and they couldn't really be told too much because they'll be put in danger, you know. So I thought that was just a bit annoying at times, but I was still okay with it. This review is already going on longer than I actually thought it would, but I'm glad. I am enjoying the heck out of reviewing these last 4 episodes, because the first 4 episodes, my review for those were shorter just because, I mean, there wasn't as, you know, it was just a lot of storytelling and building up, so I didn't have too much to talk about besides the storytelling, really, which I'm not complaining about, but this, I have a lot more to talk about, a lot more happened in these 4 episodes, so I'm really enjoying this review. So, I think I want to talk about Alexandra next. I finally remembered her name. Alexandra. She was intimidating. She was intimidating. Gal was like an advisor to her. I talked about this a little bit in my review for the first 4 episodes, but Gal was an advisor to her. Gal was to Alexandra what Kingpin was to Gal. Okay, sorry if I'm doing this. I like to use my hands to explain things a lot. Kingpin was scared of Gal. Gal was scared of Alexandra. And oh my gosh, she was intimidating. Do I like her better than Kingpin? No, I think Kingpin still has my spot for favorite Netflix villain. But Alexandra's definitely, because Kilgrave was good too. Is Alexandra second or third for me? Or first? I don't know. Alexandra, I loved her. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I even thought the dude from Iron Fist was good. What's his name? Frank? It was either Frank or Harry. I know it was one of those two. I even enjoyed him. Okay? I've enjoyed all the Netflix villains. They've all been amazing. Kilgrave, Kingpin, Alexandra, Frank, or Harry, whichever one it was. Okay? I've enjoyed all of them. And, I enjoyed Cottonmouth better than Diamondback. I liked Cottonmouth better, to be honest. Diamondback he was cool, but I like Cottonmouth better, you know? So, I've enjoyed all of them, though. But Weaver, she really was intimidating. She really was. I thought it was always Gal who was at the top. But it's Weaver. I mean, I keep calling her by her real name. It was Alexandra who was at the top. So, that was crazy. And when she died, oh my gosh. I didn't expect her to die. I really didn't. Well, maybe not at least that soon. And you're probably like, Joe, it was like on the 6th or 7th episode. It's not soon. It was soon. It was soon. Like, it was before even the final battle or anything. It was unexpected for me. It caught me off guard. It did. Elektra just came in. I did not expect that. I did not. So, that was cool. And also, how all the people from the different Netflix, all the fingers of the hand from the different Netflix shows all linked up. Gal from Daredevil and Iron Fist a little bit. And then, excuse me. The dude from Iron Fist, I can't remember his name. I always forget it. I can't remember. Yeah, I always forget it. But him, it was cool to see them all link up and how Midland Circle, I believe it was called, the building, was where everything was. That's why the hole from Daredevil Season 2 was there, because under that hole was Iron Fist was already teased, really, from Daredevil Season 2. Because that hole led down to the place where Iron Fist had to punch the wall to get inside. So really, Iron Fist was teased all the way from Daredevil Season 2 without even saying nothing. So I thought that was cool. Thought that was cool. And, sorry if I seem really hyper. I get, okay, I'm a superhero fanboy. Or superhero fan. Don't call me a fanboy. I'm a superhero fan. I get so high. I love this stuff, okay? I love and I live for this stuff. So, I get really hyped. So, what else? Okay, this isn't over. There's still more. I was waiting to see the part from the trailers when, you see all these deadly swords, like they're cutting through cement, they're cutting through walls like it's paper. Okay, so I was waiting for the part when Elektra was using her swords on Luke Cage, and you just saw sparks flying. When it hit Luke Cage's arm, you just saw sparks flying. It just shows how unbreakable Luke Cage really is. I absolutely enjoyed that. I loved that. At the end, when at first I thought it was Daredevil who was perched over the city, but then it showed the front and it was Iron Fist. I like that because it was like Daredevil promised them to protect his city, and so we usually see Daredevil doing that, perched on the building. But it was Iron Fist, as in, my friend is gone, I'm gonna take his spot, kind of, and protect his city for him. I enjoyed that. He was also wearing a green jumper. Green is not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence he was wearing green. Okay? Netflix, you're getting closer and closer to his costume. You're getting closer and closer. Okay? Let's get there. I even thought we'd maybe even see a tease of Iron Fist, both of his fists with chi in them by the end of Defenders. I thought we'd maybe see that. Yeah, okay. You've adapted Daredevil's costume into the real world perfectly. You can do it with Iron Fist, okay? You know why? Because I have trust in you, Marvel. You never failed me. You never have. I have trust. And I trust that you will adapt Iron Fist, his costume, into the real world. I trust that you will adapt Misty Knight's biometric arm in the real world. Okay? I trust you. I know you won't let me down with those things. I know you won't. Okay? I know you won't. So, what else? I'm literally just thinking of things off the cuff that I can remember, and like I said, I'm not going to get to everything, okay? I'm just not. There's too much. Because I want to get to everything first before I get to Matthew and Daredevil. The end cutscene, okay, I will say this. I would be lying if I told you guys otherwise. I wish they didn't show the end. I wish that the Punisher teaser was released after the Defenders. Like, maybe a week after the Defenders was on Netflix. Then the teaser could have been released on YouTube. But they released it, I think it was the day of, or either the day before the Defenders. So we had already seen it. And it was supposed to be like a cool, end cutscene. The movies get their cutscene. This is the first time Netflix is getting a cutscene. I was hyped. I was like, I was hyped. But then it ended up being the Punisher teaser, and it would have been so much awesome if we hadn't seen it yet. But it is what it is. I'm not complaining. Here's what it is. What else? When I know this is just something so simple, but it's also something so amazing. When all four of the Defenders were down underground at the place, and they were all fighting together. That was my Avengers moment. That was my Avengers final battle moment for the Defenders. Okay? That's what that was. It even panned over to Daredevil fighting, then Iron Fist fighting, then Luke Cage fighting some people, then Jessica fighting some people. That was my Avengers final fight moment. And it was awesome. It was everything I wanted it to be. It lasted a good amount of time. Okay? It was amazing. It lasted a perfect amount of time, actually. And Um, see, I don't want to talk about the Daredevil thing yet. Is there anything else I missed? Or that I could think of? I think I have hit most points. Stick, Alexandra, Elektra. I've gotten all the main defenders. Let me get to the supporting characters. There was one scene, I loved it because it was when all the supporting characters were in the NYPD. You know, you had Chris from, Jessica's friend, and then that other dude, I can't remember his name. And then you had Foggy and Karen. And then you had Colleen and Claire. Iron Fist, his supporting characters. Then Daredevil's supporting characters. Then, Jessica's supporting characters. And then Misty, Luke's supporting character. Well, Claire's really all their supporting characters. Claire knows who everybody's identities are. Right? So, like I said, she's like the Coulson of the MCU. Of the Netflix universe. So, they were all in that room, and then Chris and Jessica's other friend looked over at Karen and Foggy, and it was just cool because it was like the vibe of, are they eventually all going to learn that they all know a person with these super abilities, and all that stuff. And I liked when people kept asking about Matthew Murdock, like, what's up with this lawyer guy? Like, why is he here? Why is he in the main scheme of things? What's his play? Because Daredevil's the only one with an identity. Luke Cage, he doesn't have an identity. Luke Cage is Luke Cage. Jessica Jones is Jessica Jones, but I don't think most people know that she was involved with the Midland Circle thing because she doesn't like being called a hero, right? So she doesn't wear a disguise, but then again, she doesn't want to be known for being involved with a heroic act, Danny Rand, I believe the world knows he's Iron Fist, right? Because he did I believe he pulled a Tony Stark stunt in the Iron Fist season 1. I believe he had a press conference and announced he was the Iron Fist. Did he? I think he did. I think he pulled a Tony Stark. Because if he did, then the world already knows he's Iron Fist. The world knows Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevil's the only one with a identity. So, because, he wants to protect himself and the ones he loves. And it's also, this blind lawyer guy is also this, superhero who can fight pretty well. Yeah, so that's his reasons for having an identity. And so his two worlds were really, about to collide. This is a family moment. I thought this was family. I thought this was brothership. I thought this was family. When Foggy gave Matthew the suit. Okay? It was a gym bag. He thought it was just some clothes. He opened it up. He felt it. It was the suit. It was the suit. That's brothership. That's family. That's what that was. I think he did it, though, to try and maybe say you can do this or either you could choose not to. I think he was doing that. But I don't know. Either way, I'm glad he brought him the suit. This review is getting kind of long anyway, and I've gotten most points, so I'm going to go ahead and jump to what we all been waiting for me to talk about. So, Daredevil Season 3, Daredevil Death, Daredevil, Matthew Murdock. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Okay, so let's break this down. Alright. Okay, first of all, are some of you blind? I say this because some people on social media are literally saying that Matt Murdock is dead. As in, like, he died. Like, he died, so how is season 3 gonna happen? I'm talking to those people. Are you blind? Do you not watch literally the last scene before the credits started rolling? Are you blind? He was literally laying in a bed, and the woman, I forgot who, she said to inform, but she said inform somebody he's awake. And he was laying there and waking up. Come on now. He's alive. Why are you guys saying he's dead? Why are you guys saying he's dead? I don't know. It's just some of you. Okay? So, you need to watch the end again. Okay? But, so, we saw the building crumbling. We when they were kissing, we saw the building falling and stuff. So now the question is, how did he survive and who got him out? Because obviously when it fell on him, he was unconscious. But he didn't die. So, questions that need to be answered. 1, how did he not die? 2, who got him out? Okay? I don't know the answers to those questions. I need to know them. So I guess we'll find out in Daredevil Season 3. And I like how they did that. They showed that he survived it rather than just acting like he died when we've already known for over a year that Daredevil Season 3 was going to happen. You know, that I think that would have been stupid if they did that. But they showed that he's alive. Because we already know, we've known for over a year that Season 3 is happening. So they showed that he's alive, so somehow he survived, and somebody got him out. Right? Right. But it was still, it was still sad to watch. Knowing that there's a Season 3, it was just still sad to watch. And that was the thing I was spoiled on. Okay? That was the thing I was spoiled on. I accidentally saw a post, and it spoiled that Daredevil possibly dies. So I was like, dang. But fortunately, I wasn't spoiled on where, when, or how it happens. I just knew that it happened somehow. So that's the good thing. I hope they do explain it. And I know they will. Like, we need to get some flashbacks of what exactly happened in that scene. We need like scene of somebody dragging him out or carrying him out or whatever, and we need to see how exactly how he got out. And I think of course he'll continue being Daredevil because I mean getting the whole Season 3, but I think he wants to continue being Daredevil even after all this has finished, because he already wants to still be Daredevil, but now especially after all of this, you know, he knows that this is his calling. He knows that he's meant to be the devil of Hell's Kitchen and to protect his city. So yeah, and this makes me wonder if the Avengers heard about this. At least Spider-Man. At least Peter. Okay, because it was on the news, I believe, or at least Trish Talk. But I'm pretty sure it made the news as well. And, well, because the thing is, I don't think anybody even knows that the Defenders even did anything. I don't think anybody knows. Because it all happened underground. They snuck to the building. Everywhere where they fought, there were no cameras, no investigators, no reporters. So, I don't think anybody even knows that the Defenders defended New York City. I don't think anybody even knows. I think all New York knows is about the Tremors. I think that's all they know about. They don't know about the Hand, or do they? They might. But I don't think they know about the Defenders. I don't think they do. But it still brings the question, like, did they notice any of this? At least the Tremors, because it definitely made the news. So I know everything doesn't have to be connected, but it just makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. And that whole building that collapsed, obviously they maybe would have heard about that as well. So I don't know, but I need more. I need to see more of Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and Daredevil all together on the same screen. Okay? This was my Netflix Avengers, and I enjoyed this because the Avengers is my all-time favorite movie. Okay? All-time favorite movie. This might be my favorite Netflix series, and not just because it's the Netflix version of the Avengers, but and some of you are going to get on me about this because you're going to be like, Joe, there's no way you enjoyed this better than either seasons of Daredevil. I think I enjoyed this better than both seasons of Daredevil. Before you get on me, look, this brought all of them together on the same screen, which we didn't know was going to happen until we put two and two together that they're bringing all these shows on Netflix. We didn't know till then. And to see them all together on screen. And I enjoyed every single episode. I think this has been my favorite Netflix Marvel show so far. I think it has. I think I've enjoyed this better than Daredevil season 1 and 2. One thing is my favorite hallway fight. Definitely either Daredevil season 1 or season 2. It was cool in the Defenders, but it still doesn't match both seasons of Daredevil. Nothing will match. No hallway fight will match both seasons of Daredevil. Okay, I don't care what you say. None will. None will. Thing is, I don't know if I enjoyed season 1 or season 2's better because season 2's was longer, and also he had a gun in one of his hands that he could have easily shot any of them, but he didn't. And he was in the Daredevil suit. And he was going down stairwells and stuff as well. And it was all in one shot. One single take. With no cuts. I still don't know which Daredevil hallway fight scene I've enjoyed better. They're still tied for me. But definitely two of my favorites. The Defenders fight scene was awesome as well because one thing that made that fight scene so awesome is that it was when they all first met up, So it was cool to see them all meet up. They don't even know who each other are at that point, and they're all just fighting and stuff. So that was cool. That was cool. I think that's it. I've covered everything I could think of that's important. I've covered all the characters pretty much. I've covered the supporting characters, main characters, villains. I've covered all the characters. I've covered most of the important scenes. So I'm pretty much done, okay? I'll wrap this up. It's been going on for maybe at least over 30 minutes now. So, yeah. Couple questions I want to ask you guys. First, who's your favorite Defender? Wait, let me say this before I just thought of this because of that question. I've enjoyed Iron Fist and Danny Rand since season 1 of Iron Fist, okay? That's not going to change. I enjoyed Iron Fist. But I also enjoyed how his fighting has improved in the Defenders, okay? I really like how there were, like I said in the first review, there were less cuts and stuff, and more we're getting to see Danny throw punches and spinning and flips and all that stuff. So I'm glad that he has progressed and they have progressed with how they handle the character from season 1, even though I've always enjoyed him. So yeah, but excuse me. A few questions before I go. First, who's your favorite Defender out of the 4 Defenders? Second, what's your favorite Netflix Marvel show so far? Third, who's your favorite Netflix Marvel villain? Okay. And fourth, who's your favorite Netflix Marvel supporting character? It could be anybody, small or large. It could be just the guy from Jessica Jones, or it could be somebody like Claire, who's the Phil Coulson of the MCU, pretty much. Any supporting character, okay? And let's see. Who is your favorite? I heard a lot of people saying the fingers of the hand were annoying as heck, which they kind of were, so I won't even ask that question. But those 3 questions I just asked, answer those for me if you would like to. If you enjoyed my Defenders episodes 5 through 8 review, let me know what you thought. Links to all my social media will be down below in the description box. Let me know what you thought of Defenders Season 1. If you enjoyed this video, there are 2 like buttons. Be sure to fingerprint the like button with thumb pointing up. Share this video to anyone you feel enjoy. And tap the subscribe button, ding dong notification bell to join the Mad Squad on our journey to 10,000 subscribers. My name's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. I hope you all have a marvelous day. Mad out. Mad. Strong. Together.